So now we've got to go to Photoshop, and we're going to open our TIFF file that we've just made, which should be on my desktop. Square TIFF, here we go, and we're just going to open it. And what we're now going to do is we're going to decide what textures we want on this object when it loads. There we go. We can see now that the lines have gone red and they've stayed white where they're welded. Makes it easier for me to see, in my opinion. We're going to make a new layer, and we're going to, at this point it's very much up to you. If you just want a standard colour, so for example you want the top of your square to be all blue, then you can easily do that. Whatever's in the black doesn't matter, because the black's not being used. If I now fill that blue, then the top of my square will be blue. You may want to go into different things and start to add actual textures. Hopefully I've got some saved. Let's just use a sample picture. Let's say I want this lovely koala on the side of my picture. There he is. Let's say I want this koala to be chilling. I'm just going to take my texture and chuck it in. I'm going to resize it so that it's just the size of one of my squares, if not slightly over, like so. Let's say, for the sake of this, that I want koalas on all sides. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to copy, paste, continue the same method, and same again. To change the size of my object, I'm just holding Control T, because my sizes seem to be slightly different because I've rushed this for the video. So I've got my koala sides. On the bottom I'm just going to leave black because I'm not using it. When you've finished texturing it, File, save as, and again we're saving it as a texture, as a standard JPEG, and the texture is going to be called square texture. Again, save it in the same place, high quality, but that's up to you. And that's pretty much it. I'll just show you what will happen now. We can go up here to open the material editor, or press M, and we can click on any of these blank materials. If I click diffuse next to the diffuse box here, comes up with a window, and I want to click bitmap at the top. I'll then go to my texture JPEG that I've saved. There it is. Open it up, and I'm just going to drag it onto box 1. Now, as you see, nothing's happened. If this happens, this button here, Show Standard Map in Viewport, will allow it to change to what it should be. Now, if we close that and get a better look, we can see the top's blue, and we have koalas everywhere. Crazy ass koalas, and the bottom's black. Now you can do this as much as you want, you can change it as much as you want. If you want to make small changes and you leave the file open, let's say I decide I want this koala to go and for there to be a happy face instead, badly drawn happy face, I can then just save it again as a JPEG, save it as a JPEG, replace the file, and as soon as I've replaced it, it should change on here. So that makes it easy to swap between. So yeah, I hope you guys have found this helpful in any way. Any questions in the comments, feel free to subscribe. I'll speak to you guys soon.